All right, it's getting closer to the time to kick off this Arasaka business once and for all. Let's see how they organize things, how they get their backup, and how they do the run.
Z will go back to the group. No mask. Giving 0 fucks at the moment. Flop down.
Vox also still doesn't have his mask on.
Not a big deal for you, face boy.
Kind of a big deal for me.
Are you guys going to be chilling for the night with Snake Nation?
I need to talk
Probably.
to my crew.
All right, they're doing grilling again tonight, so like steaks and shit.
Ah, eating good.
Z will fucking throw in for that shit.
I don't see cows around here, Ray.
It's the carne de la rata.
Yeah.
Rat
Oh,
burger.
rat burger.
Got it.
The best rat burger I've ever had.
Now they
You seen the
got
3
some
seashells?
they got some all food stuff that they managed to get as part of the payment for a transport job. So they've got good stuff out here. This is a shit fucking outpost, so they're getting paid off in like creature comforts to be here, essentially.
Z will flop down after grabbing another beer. I need to find a fixer. I hate my life.
Okay.
Does anybody have any of like CD's contacts? Anything?
I don't think I have a fixer. I know I have a potential AI/net runner.
I'm already talking to your AI.
I know.
I have
gave you
plans
info.
for him. He agreed to help me with a net run. He did not put limits on this term. I'm waiting for that. But I need fixers to help me get in and get out quietly when it comes to dealing with Arasaka.
Short of going to that solo bar that we were at one time.
Yeah, that's my next option. Which point, hey Max, want to go on a date?
See, I thought you'd never ask.
I know, I'm just the sweetest, aren't I?
Playing hard to get on me.
It's my job.
Oh, yeah, but I pissed her off. God damn it, I shouldn't have pissed her off.
What'd you do?
Oh, I could call that
We met Rogue
rogue
before, didn't we?
bitch.
The one that we did that one job for that one time.
Yeah, Rogue, that bar.
Yeah.
Guy said we're always welcome. I brought him a drink.
That's true.
Shit.
I mean, if you don't want to go, I'll go solo. Which is a weird sentence to say, given that CD is not here.
Maybe
No,
Jean.
no. I'll go.
I'm just trying to think maybe you going might not be a good idea. Says
I'll
the person who pissed off Yona's parents. By parents, I mean father.
I'll just have to... Hey, you know what? Maybe she thinks that I'm a nobody. She probably won't even remember.
I highly doubt that, but
I think
okay,
I can
we
make
can try it.
I think I can make a good first impression.
You know what? Let's treat this like you and I treated meeting with TNT the first time. Just go in and fucking be people.
All right.
Didn't I set the bar on fire when we did that?
You're not going with. You're staying here and healing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mom.
For the
I'm
record-
no longer allowed.
I'm not Mom. That's Polly.
For the record, you poured liquor into people's mouths and spilled some on the counter?
CD's the one who actually lit it on fire.
lit it on fire.
Never mind. It was Polly that lit
Well,
it
He
on
was
fire.
climbing.
While the
Lizard
bronze
King.
god, Lizard King, was up in there.
Meanwhile, me and Max were over there schmoozing.
Yep.
And schmoozing well enough to at least get 2 of them to go away from the fucking manager.
We could all go.
I think we should all go.
Right.
You
Sure.
ready to walk,
Fox,
Fox?
just don't be high and talk.
I'm not.
Be sober and talk. We're fine with that.
He's fine.
I'm not high. It's antibiotics and stuff to help my new neural net integrate easier.
Yeah, painkillers.
They're not painkillers.
He
only
doesn't have
have
any
it
regular
days or-
painkillers.
They're anti-rejection meds.
Right. I just shouldn't drink a whole lot.
Nope.
We
You
don't
shouldn't
let
drink
him
at all.
drink. We don't let him drink, period.
Well, let's
Virgin
go.
martinis for this man.
All right, so you all head into Afterlife?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
So,
I always like a nice trip to Afterlife.
Why not? It's a cyberpunk place to be, isn't it?
It most certainly
we-
is. Let me see if I can
As
get
long as we
this.
just visit and don't
There we
actually
go.
stay there.
You guys head to Watson, essentially, and you swing by that underpass. You find your parking relatively a block or so away where you guys parked last time you came here. It's available. It's probably at this point in time, it's been a week or so since you guys were last in the city. So it's probably around a Monday or Tuesday night at this point. So when you guys hit the streets after hours, there's not as much traffic as there was the last time you were here. It's actually a little more subdued. Mind you, it's still like a lot of cars moving back and forth, a lot of noise on the streets, passing conversations, the gleam of all the neon advertisements across some of the buildings that are above you. You're in the shadow of some of the mega buildings, which are almost done now, and pretty much people are starting to move into them. These massive structures that take up like a block or a quarter of a block by themselves and just shoot up like 100 stories in the air. And are just filled with apartments and businesses and whatever people need. It's like a block contained in itself, but it's vertical. As more and more of these buildings are going up, they're casting longer shadows on Night City proper, but they're spaced out enough to where it's not that big of a deal. So as you're walking by, you can still see one of the local mega structures is about 3/4 of the way done. There's still some construction in the upper levels, but they're starting to have inhabitants move into it. So there's a lot of like moving trucks on the area as transients and the less desirables and some of the other neighborhoods are being kind of shipped to these mega buildings. They're like they're like projects essentially at this point in time as they're getting more popular. Now you guys walk under the underpass and you make it through that little like small thoroughfare to get into this back courtyard area where the stairs are that lead down to Afterlife. You all head down and you see that chromed out bodyguard again who's standing by the door. And when he sees Max walk in, he's like, "Mr. Bengal, been a while. How you doing?"
What's up, sugar?
Never been better.
He gives Polly a little wave and a smile. "Hey, head on in, guys."
Thanks.
Same thing as last time?
Yeah, please. That'd be awesome.
You got it.
You all slide in. Now, the bar itself is relatively busy still. Even though it's a weeknight, especially like a Monday, there's still probably about 15, 20 people at the bar itself and the small tables that are scattered along the outside of it.
I mean, Solo's got a solo.
Yeah, and they got to get jobs. So as you walk in, you can see down the left-hand side as you are facing the bar, that booth is in the back, and you see that larger, again, another chromed out, like almost bored motherfucker standing guard by Rogue's booth. Nobody's in a booth, it's just her.
All right. She's nomad, you're nomad. What's the play?
She ain't nomad.
She's not a nomad.
Oh, she works with your family. What's the play?
Is she up there by herself? Just
Yeah, it's just her and the bodyguard. The bouncer is standing by the doorway to her little private booth area.
Oh, I'm just gonna go up to the bouncer. Well, I think we'll be fine. I'm gonna go approach the bouncer.
So you guys all trail that direction?
Yep.
Okay. So as you all kind of make your way down there, the bouncer looks up and he goes to like lift a hand when he sees Max. And you hear from inside the booth, "Let him in. Ain't got shit else to do." He just kind of nods, puts his hand down, and just kind of like jerks a thumb towards the side for you guys to be motioned towards the booths.
Just nod at him, and I'll head in.
So you'll give him a little polite wave.
He just
Okay.
gives a brief, very brief nod, just like, "Sure, whatever, get the fuck out."
He isn't paid to give a fuck.
Right, he's not paid to give a fuck. He's not paid enough to plant the fucks to grow his field of fucks, is what the deal is.
Much.
So you guys slide into the booth.
His
Remember,
Fox bank is empty.
this
He
is
checked
that
his count.
long booth, right, and a massive table. Like you could fit probably 20 people in here, and Rogue is sitting back at the head. When you guys slide in, she kind of shifts. She's wearing like a neon green, like leather or faux leather jacket with the lighting on just the inside of the collar. You can see some of it's, the light is glinting off her cyberware. So, what can I do for you, Mr. Bengal?
We find ourselves in need of infiltration specialists. We need to get into a place as quietly as possible, retrieve some information, and then get out.
I find myself in need of details and eddies.
All right. So we need to get my friend back here, and I'll point to Z, into the Arasaka building to retrieve
Well,
said information.
Z will hold up 2 fingers. 2 friends. Not just me.
Really quick, is anybody wearing a mask? I know Max isn't.
Z it.
No.
Holly's wearing hers.
You know what?
Yep.
No. Out of respect, Z won't wear hers.
So nobody's. Well, is Polly still wearing hers?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh fuck.
We wore our masks in here the first time.
Dead.
That
Except
is
for
true.
you.
Max didn't because Max was here as a Snake Nation
Max
guy.
didn't because he came
Max
in
was
with
Snake
Bangle,
Nation.
but
Yeah.
the rest of us did.
The rest of us did because we're a fucking band.
So
I thought we didn't. I thought none of us did because
you're
we
right,
were
we
laying
didn't.
low.
Because
right.
we
Came
were
back
laying
into
low.
the city and we were
None of
laying
us
low.
came in. That's
Right,
right.
yeah.
Right.
And Nate's an unknown solo.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nate's
so
a known
then
solo.
no.
So Nate was here kind of like off to the side of you guys for most
Right.
of the time.
In that case, I will not be.
Okay, cool. I just want to make
So
sure.
none
so
of
that,
us are wearing masks.
Because in light of the reports that could, color things. So
Yeah.
she just kind of looks over at Z is like, okay, so you need me to get a team for you to get, how many solos are you looking for?
As many as I can afford.
That brings us to the next biggest concern. What's your overhead budget? Because you're talking Arasaka, and I'm sure standard rate out there for this type of job is, well, it should be relatively known. You're looking at it probably for the action itself, about 2,000 euro bucks. Arasaka changes things a bit. Now, they're not as entrenched as they were, but it's still Arasaka we're talking about. They still have pretty much law over the territory that they're in, the building they have. 2,200 is probably going to be the very lowest I can go for any solo.
Okay.
For one solo.
For one, yes.
Okay.
I could afford 3 at that rate.
Okay. Okay. Do you need them to do any sort of tactical advisement, or are they just there for muscle and infiltration?
Mostly get us in, get us out. But if they have tactical advisement, I won't say no. I'm kind of lacking mine currently.
Okay. Why don't you all go have a drink? It's on the house. I'll make some phone calls. But as I do this, I will need half up front.
Zeal, fork over half. I
So-
have 8250 in my bank, so tell me how much it's going to run total.
3,300?
So
For half is
it's
3,300?
yeah, roughly.
Yeah, 33 out of 66.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of like variance between, but that's going to be roughly about half. So are we good? Transfer over?
Yeah, easy enough.
Okay.
I have 8250 in my bank. I'm just
Not
trying to
anymore, you
math.
don't. Once you send it over, you hear her agent ding. She's like, all right, excellent. We're in business. You all go have a drink. I'll make sure the bartender knows that it's on the house, and I will call you as soon as I get word.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
I'll go have a drink.
I'll go take a seat somewhere and sip a water or something.
Yes, you're not drinking.
Can't drink on the meds. Sorry.
Nope.
I'm getting a drink for myself and for Vox.
You guys go up and you have a drink. You manage to actually find a place at the bar if you want to sit there. The bartender just does some casual chatting with you all as they're going about. He gets a nod from Rogue's bodyguard to kind of put everything on the house for you. So you guys are on the tab. You guys have your drinks. You're just relaxing, chatting things up. Vox is dealing with not being able to really drink right now, which kind of sucks as a rocker boy. But it does get a little bit easier to deal with as about 20 or so minutes pass, and you'll hear the bodyguard just kind of clear his throat and he'll walk over. She's ready to see you again now.
All right.
All right, and over.
Finish the
Yep.
last of the drink. Put the glass down. Head back over.
All right, you guys finish your drinks up, head back in the booth. Rogue
I'm
is
carrying both drinks.
Rogue
I
is
haven't touched them.
got a bit of a smile on her face. She's like, all right, have a seat. So here's the deal. I got you 3 quality solos. One is demanding a little bit higher price for his work. I would recommend going with it. He is, he's a voodoo boy, but he does really, really good work.
How much extra?
He wants 25. The rest I got down about 22.
It's no problem.
Okay.
Certainly, if that's what you advise, we'll take your advice.
He is one that I would definitely advise.
All right. Well, we agree.
All right. We're all set up then. If you just send me the other 250 for the rest, to finish off the half of Jared's fee, I will give him contact information for you. Who do you want, or what number do you want me to give to them so they can contact the lead person?
Mine.
Okay. I'll just get it off of the transfer you sent me. So I will get them in touch with you. Do you have a time frame wherein you want to get this done by?
As soon as possible.
Let's
Okay.
do tomorrow night.
Not a problem. I'll have them give you a call tomorrow, say late afternoon. You guys can set up a meeting point and you just take it from there. Once the job's completed, we'll take the other half.
All right.
Good.
In the event that you die, who should I collect the rest of my money from?
Polly. I'll forward it to her.
In the event that you die, and she just gestures to the four of you, who should I get the rest of my money from?
I am sure that Z can set it up a suspended transfer that will either transfer when the estimated time of us finishing the job, or, well, if we die, it will still transfer at the time that the job would have been done. Say 6 a.m. the morning after.
Fair. Just send me confirmation of that, and we'll be good to go.
Absolutely.
How hard is it to do that, Ray? Do I even have to roll?
No, you don't have to roll shit for that. It's for
Oh,
you. It's like,
just set
okay,
it up.
cool. Click, 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 done. Yeah, you send over a confirmation shot, and she's like, we're set.
Good. Well,
Let's do business.
if there's nothing else, we'll get out of your hair. You're obviously very busy.
She just nods.
Get up and start heading out.
Thank you.
This whole time, my hair's been very low light, bouncing to the beat of Neon Boys.
Oh, you and those throwbacks. So you guys head out of Afterlife, or you gonna sit and chill for a bit?
Z will finish her drink.
Okay.
She's gonna need a lot of booze before she goes and does this.
No, you need to be sober for this.
No, she needs to be sober when she goes on it.
Yeah, I'll
There's
be
a
chilling
difference.
as soon as the team's ready to go, we'll go. But
All right.
I'm chilling. I'm not in any rush.
You guys relax and have like a night out without the burden of the mask that you wear and what that brings with it, which is a lot of responsibility to both your fans and the consistent
Being
message
terrorists.
you try to put out there. Yeah, and it helps you avoid being questioned by Night City Police Department, which is always a plus.
The Italian hand purse goes at Vox.
Are you guys going back to your home, or are you going back to the Badlands?
Z will
We should
want to go
probably
home.
go back home.
Need to check in with
because-
home first.
Sure, but we got the shipment we need to go through.
Well, wait a minute. Unless if they know that they're looking for if they're looking for slogans for shirts, the
Slogan for
building that
Shirts
we have
Cave
is
might be compromised.
registered
Uh-huh.
to slogans for shirts. So
No,
wouldn't
it's
that be
not.
the first place?
No,
that
it's not.
No,
Who's it
it's
registered
registered
to?
to Tyra.
No,
But
it's
they,
not.
But
You don't know whose name it's under.
Oh, that's a good point. Whose
She
name
just
is
got it for you. She's like, guys, we have the place. Like, she didn't tell you any of the legal stuff that she did. So,
And on
For
top
all we
of
know,
it,
it's under
there's-
Mr. White.
There's no utility bills because I hooked up into the grid
yep.
without actually having to have boxes. I made my own.
all right.
So all
So
of
the
that,
SFS cave might actually be safe for a hot minute.
The only
as long as
people
we
you
check in
know,
first.
the only people you know that have the address is somehow Arasaka.
It's Arasaka.
We might have to change that after this. I'm just saying, unless Arasaka actually wants this to happen. Which point,
Or
We
just don't get
wouldn't
caught.
be
They'll
the-
never know.
We wouldn't. They're already working with two different gangs, so it's not like it's outside of their purview to work with people
without working with
outside
people,
of right. Absolutely, without
let's go home. I'm gonna have to see Truman before I do this. In case I die.
All right,
All right. I'll take us home.
yep.
So,
Get back in the car, mask up.
okay, you guys
Don't
get
mask up. Unmask up. Go in blank face. Nobody knows.
either way.
Terrorists.
You all get back to the strip mall that you have repurposed as your hideout, and soundstage, and studio, and living quarters, and somewhat of a bunker with all the improvements Polly made when you guys got it. And things are fine. Truman's just relaxing. She's watching just the normal vids. She's on her meds. She's getting a bit better. Like, by the time you see her now, since you guys have been gone for about a week or so, she's actually moving really well. She's just got the occasional small coordination tweak. That's it. But she's gotten very much used to these things. And therapy seems to have been helping her a lot. For Tyra, she's just relaxing. Like, you can see that she's gotten the guns out. She's cleaned them all the weaponry that got pulled out of that Arasaka delivery. And weirdly enough, there's this new statue just right down the street from where you guys have been set up. It seems like local community came together and put together a statue of this gentleman. It's labeled Gibson. You're not quite sure who that is, but it's an erected statue that's been set to honor some individual who has passed by this time.
Not
Anybody
commentating on
that
that.
looks familiar, like the facial structure or anything like that? I'll look on my data pad. I'll just go online and be like, who the fuck is this statue to, you know?
So you run into a author who is a futurist, essentially.
Fair. The other
Zoning
thing,
for this?
Polly,
Was this us?
I think what we should do while we're here before we go tomorrow, especially before we use any of this equipment, go over it and make sure none of it's
Tagged.
or RFA chipped, bugged, anything like that.
Well,
and if it
you got-
is,
you got
I
the
assume
bug
you do.
detector.
Sure, I'll go over it with the bug detector.
Nothing pops
See if
off.
there's anything. No? Okay, cool.
You go over the crates, you go over the weapons, the ammunition that dropped off, the armor vests. Nothing dings.
Okay.
Z's
Cool.
just hanging with Truman and Tyra.
Are there white noise generators that we can
Yep.
get?
Yeah.
We need to
Easily.
get some of those and put them around just to make sure we're. Sorry, I'm
Not
fucking
being listened
paranoid.
Well,
I'm a
It's not
terrorist. damn it, I'm
paranoia if
paranoid.
they're actually out
now
to
that
get
we're
us.
terrorists, we might as well act like it. Ray, with the stuff that I still have left over after getting the big pieces to reinforce the shutters and everything, do I have things needed to upgrade the armor that we just received from Arasaka? Because I can upgrade them all by one.
Right. That's a completely different type of material you're looking for.
Right. Well, that's right. I didn't get that type of material when I went to the
Right.
junkyard.
But you can scavenge some of the stuff you guys currently have and use it to improve the new stuff that you got.
that's what
that's-
I'm saying.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like the stuff that you got for the shutters and all that wouldn't apply to this, but you guys have armor jack already. Most of you do, I think. And you can use that to upgrade the new stuff you just got. Just kind of like cannibalize it.
Yep, I'm absolutely upgrading the new shit.
So the new stuff you got, there's two sets of heavy armor jack. Now that comes with a
Right.
penalty, by the way.
I think
Yes.
CD should get one because he's a solo and he's built to be able to use that.
I don't think that we're going to be using heavy on this run, anyways.
No. But definitely DM brands and most assuredly
When we go for the
after
Zeppelin.
I mean, hey, if we're going to be inside Arasaka anyways, if there happen to be a couple of suits laying around,
Yeah, just kind of like on the rack at JCPenney. Just pick it up. You'll be fine.
I mean, just laying on the rack or on unconscious bodies,
Depends on what the solos do. Unconscious may not be the option.
Yeah.
and whatever, the
Their
blood
solos.
washes away.
Dead might be a thing.
Are you in training to become one of the Nets members of the Philharmonic, Chris?
I mean, blood washes off.
I said that I could clean that cyber stuff for them.
He did say that.
He did.
True facts.
He's had a weird thing with them since we first came across him. It's concerning, really.
So
Awesome.
my thing for on my life path is strip gear from bodies after firefights. That's how I get a lot of our shit. So just because the Philharmonic stole what I do is not my fault. It doesn't make me like them. It's just that I don't object to what they're doing. Well, I kind of do. I don't object if they have stuff with flesh still attached to them because I get that. But I would never go and actively kill somebody because they have stuff I want.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yes.
Bullshit.
No, you're the one that ran somebody over and ripped their arm off.
Don't turn
I
this
just
around
Mom
on
and Dad are
me.
I
fighting.
just
What do
wanted
we
you to
do?
bring
Don't
your
you
arm
dare
back.
turn this around on me.
What?
Vox, what do we do? Mom and Dad are fighting.
I did what I
also-
had to. I did what I had to do. You've got some
Right.
weird fetish about harvesting gear off of people.
If they're already dead, they're not gonna miss it. Somebody has to use it, and you don't seem to be out complaining when I'm upgrading shit.
Polly, it's super fucking morbid. We came across piles of gear in a coffin, and it was bloody, and
Yeah.
you wanted to clean it up and just take it home.
Well, yeah, I wanted the coffin.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Why is that
Z
fucked
is
up?
actively raising her hand.
Yeah,
What?
help me out here, Z. Please help me out.
Why do you think I'm going to help you with this? We went to a
'Cause-
night market and 2 people wound up dead just to save another member of the Snake Nation and a member of the
So?
Sangre.
Hey, that was because rates were being idiots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
and you
dicks.
think
How is
people
that
didn't rip
related?
shit off them?
They're straight up dicks.
Our world is dog eat dog, guys.
Look,
Yeah,
We
but
just
they
need to be
stole
the
a
bigger
Zeppelin.
dog.
it's just a little bit morbid. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not disagreeing that it's
Well, it might
However,
be, but
when it comes to a
but somebody's
point
got to
of
use it.
do you want to pay the 50,000 eddies to make that happen?
Look, at the end of the day, I'm not judging. All I'm saying is, just if that's what you're into, and that's what you agree with,
We
that's
can
that
hook you
just
up with
just
a
embrace
harmonic
it.
guy.
Just embrace it. If you want to be one of them,
Yeah.
you know, we know kind of where they hang out.
I
We can drop you off.
absolutely don't want to have anything to do with them, because while I may be a touch morbid about not having a qualm about that, I am not fucking psychotic like those assholes who actively go and kill people to rip cyberware out of them.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure we can
You
make
saw
you a really
what
pretty
happened
Victorian
when we
dress.
did our give out, and they slaughtered those people.
Yeah, and CD was about to murder all of them.
Yeah.
Well, because they're fucking creepy fucks.
Well, no, that's not why CD was going to murder them. CD was going to
Well,
murder
it's
them
'cause they
because
were
they
mouthing
disrespected
off.
me. But
Well, they were mouthing off, so yeah. Plus, they think they're vampires. I mean, seriously.
I mean, to be fair, we could make you look really
No.
pretty in a Victorian dress. I'm just saying.
Me in
We
a
could
dress.
make it happen.
I'm just saying,
Drop
be
dead.
careful
It
because
would be
it's
funny
a
as
slippery slope.
You know
This all
what? You know
starts
what? A
slow
plaid mini
and
skirt
then-
is as close as I get to a fucking dress.
I can make that happen.
And I'm still. What do you mean, make it happen? I wear one around the house all the time.
I know.
But I also wear it with combat boots. Fuck heels.
Well, yeah, because fuck heels. What the fuck's the point of
Well,
those
right.
anyway?
Shh, you guys hear that?
Is it the
What,
sound of the fucks
the-
you don't give?
The winds of change.
Blissful silence. I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
Are we just going to let him soak up bullets this time?
Can we stop it?
I mean, no, but are we just going to let it happen as opposed to actively trying to not let it
No,
happen?
we're not going to act.
We
You
didn't
know what?
let
Let's
it
bring-
happen last
You know
time.
what? You know what? Yeah, we'll let it happen. Let's bring Truman.
Nope, not happening.
Okay, then I guess we're not letting it happen, are we?
Okay, then.
All right then.
So as you all have a drink and relax for the night, except for Boz because he's on medication for his implants,
He drinks water
he has water, maybe some
and
Kool-Aid.
Tang. Little bit
You
of Tang.
guys have a relaxing night. It rolls on into the morning. Nothing really eventful happens. You guys double check all the gear that Arasaka sent you for whatever reason it was. You do find that note, however, now that you're actually here.
And the
So
note
that's-
just says for honor.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Now, roughly, I'd say probably 3 or 4 o'clock the next day. So it's probably Tuesday. Z gets a phone call.
Hello.
The number's blocked. A female voice is on the other end. Hey, you're the individual I was told to get in contact with. I hear y'all are going to do some little shindig that I got invited to.
I do believe that's correct.
Yeah, me and 2 of my friends, we're supposed to be with you as well. So what I need to know, darling, is where we're meeting you.
Z will give a rough address near the Arasaka building.
All right, what time you want to meet up for our little date?
What time do they close, Ray?
Arasaka, that particular building, closes to general business and like your everyday like meetings and appointments roughly around 6 p.m.
Let's say about 6:30.
All right, we'll see you down there, hon.
Meet you there.
Mm-hmm. And she'll hang up.
All right, the solos are in.
I'm gonna check that shotgun that
Some
Tyra
public
said
God, those
was
are solos.
a big crazy shotgun.
So the weapons you guys got in that drop off, I put into the Discord. I don't know if you guys saw those. So
Yep.
you
I
got
did.
2 normal submachine guns, 1 heavy SMG, 1 assault rifle, 1 shotgun, and 3 clips / magazines worth. Well, magazines worth for every weapon.
Okay, and that's just considered like just a regular shotgun out of the book, yeah.
Yep. For that whole
sure
total
is.
5d6. Yeah.
I need to learn how to use shoulder arms because I don't have any skill in that.
I'll teach you.
Shoulder
What,
arms is a badass skill.
What range weapons skills do you have?
When did Polly
I
get
have
that?
just handguns, I believe, and that's at a 6. So I'm
All right,
pretty fucking good with them.
I'm at a 6 for shoulder arms, and that's the only one I have. So we'll trade lessons.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I would not use the SMGs unless you had auto fire as a skill, because that's
Yeah, I
the
don't know
big
about
draw for using
Yep.
them, right?
That's something that CD's gonna have to teach us.
Yeah,
That
CD's got
solo
auto fire.
shit.
Yep.
That's some of that
yes.
solo shit right there.
Same thing with heavy weapons. I don't have that either.
Same.
Do I actually have heavy weapons? I might.
Yeah, I'll definitely learn shoulder arms.
No,
I'll teach you
I did not
handguns
buy heavy
for
weapons.
sure.
I could have. I
Fair
did
enough.
not.
Yeah, you all can set that up. The assault rifle works off of shoulder arms as well, by the way.
Yep,
So
it sure does. That's why I have it,
yeah, so
because that's what I have velcroed to the inside of my trench coat.
fair enough. So when you guys pack up to go towards the Arasaka building, like 5:30ish, enough time to get there across the Samuro Bay and get into, that general area, pass through the combat zones. How are you going? Like, how are you kitted out? Are you wearing the helmets? Are you wearing no helmets? Are you using just the general armor jack stuff you guys got from Arasaka? How are you going geared?
I mean, Arasaka armor jack's not a bad idea, but helmets is a bad plan.
It depends, because myself, Polly, and Max, we're gonna be in the area, but as far as I'm aware, we're not going in because you and the solos
And
are
Raphael.
gonna try and go in, and Raphael are gonna try and go in stealthy. That ain't us.
So
we can be
here's
stealthy for sure, but unless we're needed, I assume we're just gonna be in the area, and then we'll figure it out if it comes down to us being needed.
So I propose that we bring our helmets. I'm just going to be wearing light armor jack. And I think we should be the oh shit button,
Right.
where if things
Yep.
go bad on the inside and there's a bigger distraction that's needed somewhere else, if need be, I can drive the damn vehicle into the building or something. Or we could otherwise cause some kind of a huge distraction
I got flashbangs
to get
so-
him out. Yeah, or whatever.
Minor point of order. Can I create no shit button program?
You can actually alert them without an issue. You can actually have open comms with them. Don't forget
Okay,
to double check what programs you want loaded onto your deck and what are going to be active when you go in.
Don't forget, you have extra slot on your deck and extra slots
In my
your suit.
Yep.
Hence why I said everything. Because at that point, that's everything I fucking own.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I think she has. I think she not with the suit. She has more slots than she has programs.
Yeah,
Our armor
I think
jack.
that's accurate.
When we clip our helmet to it, is that like breathable and shit, or do we not have?
I
that?
haven't made them. Environmental.
Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure, so I wanted to ask.
Polly can do that for you guys. Like if you want to do like a wetsuit or something underneath your armor jack
Yep.
and have it sealed and the helmet sealed down it, Polly
That's
can
the plan.
100% do that.
Yep.
That
I'll just
That
need,
way, I can't tear gas us.
Right.
I'm sorry, did you just say that way I can't tear gas us?
Yes,
That's
you did.
absolutely what I fucking said.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're clear on the line here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've,
Is
had,
that-
Not
I've
they
had tear
can't
gas.
tear gas us. It's
I've
I
had tear
can't
gas.
tear gas us.
I've had tear gas grenades since the beginning of the game. I just haven't used them yet.
Yep. I've
So,
only used
wait.
one of my starting kit of
Yep.
flashbangs.
Waiting with bated breath.
Yeah.
So,
Never used
So I think we
bullets,
shouldn't be
so-
wearing our helmets in the vehicle. We should have them stashed like in the smuggling compartment. And then if the shit hits the fan, then we go all A-team and throw the helmets on. And then depending on what the situation is, we do what we got to do to be a distraction.
Improvise.
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Is there somewhere for me to sit in the vehicle where I can have my helmet on, see out windows without being noticeable, Ray?
yeah, probably through the back.
Don't we have
Okay.
like limo tints all on them?
Yeah,
motherfuckers
they're
anyways?
tinted, but you can get a good. You still have to be able to see through the front. So anybody in the front two seats is going to be visible from the outside, right? So
Right.
if Polly heads towards the back, because it's a station wagon, the Thunderbird is into that the extra quarters area, you can definitely have line of sight without being seen from the outside.
Because I
right
want
away.
to, because my helmet has my teleoptics in it,
Okay, not a
and I
problem.
I'm not
want to be
gonna
checking.
sit-
And I want to be checking shit out.
I'm not going to sit in the front seat with Max, but I will sit in the back row, basically the back seat, not in the extra add-on area where Polly's going to be.
Okay, you guys meet up a couple blocks away from the Arasaka compound with these three solos, and they're all on essentially motorcycles. They got souped up bikes that they're sitting on, and you'll see right off the bat the one who catches your attention right away is this like 6'5", massively like just built like a linebacker black guy who's got his short cropped hair. The guy looks like he's ex-military, 100%. But you remember that Rogue said one of these guys is a voodoo boy. So more than likely that's this dude.
So can I ask what the fuck a voodoo boy is?
Thank you. I was about to be like,
Gang.
can we Q&A? What the fuck's a voodoo boy?
They're a
Voodoo
gang.
Boys are one of the very powerful gangs in Night City. They're primarily right now starting to slowly concentrate down towards where Pacifica will eventually fully emerge as this like decrepit area from Cyberpunk 2077, for example. Right
We'll
now,
get to eventually, but we are not there yet.
it's a Haitian gang that came over and took control of the Voodoo Boys from what they were in the 20s. The 20s Voodoo Boys were a bunch of like basically white guys who got body sculpted and were kind of mimicking and miming the Haitian, belief in the Loa and, Veve, etc. When the real Voodoo Boys came over, they're like, oh, really? Murdered all of them and took over the name.
Can't blame them for that one.
They're a weird
Cannot
sort
blame
of
them.
tech-gnostic gang where they not necessarily worship artificial intelligence or anything along those lines in tech, but they're very heavily involved in the high-tech gear, net running and things of that nature. So he's sitting on the back of this motorcycle. It's like essentially like a souped-up version of a Harley these days, and he's wearing this like medium armor jack armor. You can see his trench coat has been kind of worked with the metal plates. He's got an assault rifle over one shoulder. You can see he's wearing these glasses that as he looks at you, there's like a little readout on the inside. So obviously they're scanning people. The other male in this group looks like an etched suit. Like he's wearing like a tack vest, but he's actually wearing like a white button-up shirt with a tie underneath it. He's got a shotgun and an assault rifle. He just kind of gives you guys a nod. He's got a very clean cut, like buzz cut, like hairdo. And
John
you
Wick
see,
style.
well, except for the
Dress
buzz
with
cut
the
and-
style, not the hair.
Yeah, the dress style, I'd probably definitely put in the
Very,
Wick
very
category.
John
Keanu-
Wick.
It's Keanu Reeves from Speed as opposed to John Wick. Got it.
Why did you have to bring up that movie? I hate you.
It's such a good movie.
The woman is sitting on her bike, and she's got what looks like a longsword across her back. You can see she's got a submachine gun strapped across her shoulders. She's wearing a leather jacket. She's got a form-fitting suit of body armor that's like a matte black. And as you guys pull up and like the lights of the Thunderbird wash over her, the suit seems to absorb the light around her. Like it just
Wanted
keeps this like
infiltration and
dull area.
extraction. Damn. All right.
Once you guys pull up and park,
Shining.
you'll see the woman gets off her bike and just kind of starts walking towards you. And when she speaks, it's clearly the same person you talked to on the phone, but her accent is gone. She's like, I'm looking for the woman I talked to on the phone.
That would be me.
Awesome. I'm Sheena.
Says Z.
That's Tosser, because he's a fucking tosser. And she points at the guy in the suit and tie. And that's Jared. We're getting you into this building. We're defending you while you're doing your shit, and we're getting you out alive. So
Excellent.
as far as I'm aware, that's our job. If there's something different that you want to put on before we get there, now's the time.
If you have any tactical advice of where we should go in, I won't say no.
We're the oh shit button. If shit goes south, we'll get a notification and we'll create some sort of distraction, which will hopefully make your job easier.
Honey, that's the oh shit button. And she points at Jared.
Z will actually turn around and go, can't disagree.
But we could appreciate
we're-
a distraction if they pop up.
We're extra
I get
little
it.
shits then.
No,
That's
hey,
the
that's
secondary
fine.
oh shit.
So let me get this straight. There's no plan for actually infiltrate or exfil. Like, there's no actual plan. No.
What I am aware for infiltration is what the front door looks like and what the two offices where I can jack in are. Anything above that, I got nothing.
Okay.
Oh, we have building layout though, right? I mean, we have
That's
we
what
have,
I just said.
for the whole building though, right? Not just
I can
You
get
ma-
it pretty easy. Whichever floor is the easiest to get to. Chances
Jared,
are.
you
ground
got
floor is
blueprints.
just like that.
You see him just kind of nod. Can you send him over so we don't waste any time looking for him? He
Please.
just kind of shrugs. He's like, fine, no problem. And you guys will get it. You'll actually see, because they have your number, you'll get a ping on your agent.
Bring
you've
up the
got
agent,
blueprints.
Take a look at it.
Every floor is set up almost identically as far as the structure and the blueprints are concerned.
I mean, with the exception of the obvious marble entryway.
Right. Whatever's on those levels individually, though, that can vary. Those would probably
Right.
be modified from the blueprints of readily available.
So it's basically the same thing I saw. Who do I?
Ooh. That was me rolling Sheena's tactics. Okay. So here's the problem with this building. There's really no readily available back doors, right?
Right.
Looks like the trash and all that's a separate entity. Arasaka set up to where they actually have to take it outside into the alleyway from one of the side doors. We can probably get in that way, but you need an access point, which means we're going in through the front fucking door.
Yeah.
All right, so Tosser has an EMP grenade that I know can short circuit for a time the cameras in the lobby. Me and Jerry can take out the 2 guards at the front quietly, which means we're going to be on a time limit from the moment we walk into the building.
Is Raphael
Usually-
with me?
Usually these places have at least one security tour every hour.
At the very least, yeah.
Right. So depending on when we're coming in, unless you guys got intel on their security routes,
That's what they keep on the net now.
okay, take that as a no, then we're going to be guessing where we are in the rotation. Which means you two actually outside are going to be really important if it comes down to we're on the wire for a rotation.
Keep an eye out. We'll stay near.
I'm just going to lean forward a little bit so I can see them.
The 3 of us. I'll just point back.
Okay. All right.
The oh shit button is primed if necessary.
She'll gesture to the car, seeing the Snake Nation stuff on the side, and she'll look over at Max. You can drive that thing, right? Like you stole it?
Yeah, I can drive.
Good. If we need to, we're going to probably have to have you swing by the front, grab us, and get the fuck out of Dodge.
No
Not a
problem.
problem.
Given this Arasaka building, knowing what floors they have, there's probably at least 10 or 15 individuals in this building. We take out 2, we got 13. We got probably 2 or 3 on any rotation tour at any given time, which means we got another potential 10 sitting there waiting for something to knock off. If you guys can reduce that number, then swing by and get us the fuck out of there. Even if we have to blow a hole through on the walls, we should be able to make it out. It's going to raise a lot of alarms. People are going to know people are fucking here. It's going to ruin the idea of stealth, but that's worst case scenario.
And the benefit of being here where their soccer branch is actually located is we have a lot of exit routes.
Right.
From the area, yes.
Right, definitely. And there's a combat zone not that far away to the south, so we can just hightail into the combat zone, lose them in the fucking firefights.
Right.
Yep.
Something I would know as Z, but Jess does not know because Jess
No.
does not know the
100%.
world of Cyberpunk Red.
Yeah, no. With all you guys, since you guys all grew up in combat zones, like it's just a matter of where's the gunfire? Let's go that direction and lose our tail in the gunfights.
I was actually talking more along the lines of, is it possible to create a hard copy of evidence, i.e. I create small discs?
Yeah, you can put them on data chips.
Cool. How much do data chips cost?
It's like buying a back of floppy disks essentially. So you're looking at maybe like
Yeah,
10
that
bucks.
was like
Cool.
right. I think they're packs of 10. They sell them, right?
Yeah,
I would have bought a pack of 10
sure.
and made
no
sure I
problem.
had at least 4 with me. That way, if necessary, the next thing I'm about to say will come in handy. If, and I'm saying if, because I do not doubt you or your skill. I have seen what solos do. I don't question it. If I get got, I have 4 data chips on me. 1 goes to all of you. The other 3 go to these 3.
Okay.
I'm making sure this information gets out as best I fucking can.
What are on these chips you want to give out?
Nothing yet. I'll get it when I get there.
Okay. Sure. We'll keep it in mind. Do we want to wait for sunset or are we going now?
As soon as they're
Wait for
closed.
sunset.
If we wait for sunset, it's good. Cover of darkness, I assume, is a good thing. I'm
It's
not a
better than
solo.
the-
I don't fucking know.
It's better than doing it in the middle of the day. I'll tell you that.
Let's
Right,
wait for
then
dark.
Wait for
Okay.
sunset. Can we eat
So
some
you-
beers?
No, not before a run. Let's just chill and then we'll take care of business and get this done. Get out beers after.
All right. Works for me.
We'll take the time to figure out the best place to park the car. It does have the security upgrade, so I can
You guys,
stop and be invisible.
right? With that ridiculous visibility field you have on the car, you can like park right across the street, like maybe a quarter of the way down the block, and be right
Yep.
there.
Right, I was thinking like right
Nice.
here. Literally, it's a straight shot to Arasaka
Sure,
at that point.
sure.
It's all with it. Like we can see it. I think it's a good spot.
So we're gonna move you guys on over. You have your 3 solos. You've got Jared, Tosser, Sheena.
Hello, lovely 3 solos. I paid for you. Please be good.
Right. So now we've got Max and we've got Vox going to be parked like down the street over this direction. I'm going to move you guys. Don't mind
And
me.
Polly.
I thought Polly was going inside.
No.
No.
Okay.
Raphael's supposed to be going inside with me.
Yeah, let me grab him actually. Good point. So
I'm in the back, and I'm using the teleoptics and my image enhance. I've got +2 to perception, lip reading, and conceal or reveal object.
you've got your group here up top. It's literally going to be Z and the solos. All right, so since the solos are kicking off this gang, you guys pretty much just walk casually along the street. And Raphael's with you, he's just kind of like, all right, we're really doing this fucking thing. And literally Jared and Tosser walk up. Tosser leaves this little, like as you get towards the double glass doors, Tosser walks up to it and he literally just pulls out of his jacket this little circular grenade. You see him kind of hit a button on the top. He sets it down right beside the glass door. And they both keep on walking. Like he pauses for a second, puts it down, and keeps walking.
How far does the EMP grenade go? Because I might want to be further back than I am.
Yeah, you're going to want to be a little further. It's going to hit probably about 20,
Raphael should probably join me.
probably 25 feet.
Yeah, it's probably
So you're going to get like to the corner area. He walks by, and you hear him a click on the comms, and he's like, 10 seconds.
Okay.
And they'll walk, and they'll start looping across the street, and start walking back down, and you'll see this little like tiny blue burst of light just pop out of this grenade. And you'll see the lights, the street lights that are near you, the street lamps start to flicker a little bit, and they dim and then go blank. Inside, you will see these 2 guards making their way in the darkness towards the door to figure out what the fuck just happened. As they hit to those doors, Tosser and Jared walk onto the sidewalk, kick the doors open, and you just hear 2 air dart guns go fink fink, hits both these guys, and they drop. They'll breach the front door, and Sheena will stand beside, just kind of motion you guys down.
All right, moving down to go in.
As you guys go through the door, Raphael's like, what the fuck? Like, he had no idea what was going to happen. Sheena's like, you need to pick a spot, an access point, and just get to it.
This way, back corner, furthest one away.
All right. So you see Tosser and Jared both grab to a door and check out. Tosser's standing there, and he kind of looks through the glass. He's like, we got 1 person down. How do you want to handle this?
Do what you have to do. I prefer not death, but, you know, if death has to happen, death.
We only had 2 darts for these 2 guys.
Then death.
I open fire. He's going to alert the entire building.
Okay, how good are you at stealthing up behind somebody and snapping their neck, putting them in a sleeper hold? Anything?
Sure. And you'll see him just kind of like grunt as he goes out the other side. Let's get his stealth roll, shall we?
Please be stealthy.
All right. And he rolls. So do you want to use a dice? He got a 14 on his check.
Take my dice.
Security got an 18.
Shut up and take my dice.
It's going to be tough because...
Okay, somebody else is allowed to say take my dice because these dice fucking hate me.
Well, it's going to be rough because he, on a 5, ended up with a 15, and the corporate security got an 18. So he would
needs
need
to roll a 9 or a 10, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is so impossible.
So it's...
Yeah.
I mean, you'll hit it eventually, but you know, how much dice?
Yeah,
do you want
but
to use on it, you know?
the
Take
solos are NPCs, which means they take NPC dice.
No, he said
they're working
they're
for
on
you
our
guys.
side.
my dice.
Nice try, though.
Nice
Okay.
try, though. Nice try, though.
I like
was
where your
nice.
head's at, sir.
That was nice.
That's straight up
I like
logic,
it
man.
Yes,
too.
Ray, go
I
ahead and
don't
roll again.
disagree
Ray.
with you, however,
Alright.
I'm paying fucking 2,500 eddies for these bitches. They better be better at this shit.
Do you want to spend luck for them?
No, because I need that when I go against the black ice.
Anybody can.
Sure. I will spend. This needs to get done quick and quiet. I'm looking to do as little damage as possible to these people because We're not running against these people. We're running for info. You can take 3 of my luck dice.
Okay.
Or 3 of my luck. Perfect. 21.
21.
That works. I'll take it. Thank you, Jeff. Big
You're
appreciation. Much love.
As this guy comes across, you'll see that Jared and Sheena kind of just gesture you guys to kind of take cover. She'll actually move you back here.
Okay.
Fucking Santiago's like, shit, and he hides on the couch. As this guy walks
Raphael?
up, yeah, Raphael, you'll hear Tosser just pitter-patter on the other side of the wall, come up behind the guy, and let's see what he can do.
Kill him, knockabout. Case may be. I have all of 3 humanity. I don't care if he dies.
We're going to called shot this. It's close. So that means in this close of combat,
That's a hell of a roll.
28.
10 to the head. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Which doubles.
Seems like a double tap to me.
We're going to, yeah. It's literally just the silence heavy pistol up to the guy's back of the guy's skull and just boom. Body goes limp and falls. At that point, you get an all clear from Tosser as you hear him dragging the body to a trash receptacle and just leaning
Okay.
it down against it.
Going as far to get into
What I'll be doing outside, Ray, is obviously keeping an eye out for this patrol.
Okay. Sheena stays in the lobby. Raphael starts heading down your direction too. That door that you go into down there for that office is actually not locked.
Surprise, surprise.
So you get
Almost
in.
like somebody maybe have planned for us to be here.
They're just regular offices. It's really rare to lock an office unless it's like a manager or something. You will see that
2 days away from retirement.
Tosser will come down. Jared will get
Weeks.
into the room with you guys. And you'll both go to log in, I'm assuming. You get into the first floor. You immediately have the password.
Okay, I have to roll back up, do this. And it's bit to click. I'll take a 21.
Okay.
Please do, because
All right,
I
so-
can't see any of it.
The first password you manage to break through, and as you slide through that, as you approach that green icon of the lock, you start arranging it and you unlock it and it starts to dissipate into its like digital pixels that just kind of fall to the ground. You feel and see Raphael's presence kind of sweep in with you as his avatar slides into this level alongside you. You get to the stream of light that goes to the second level. You know that that's where the control node was for like the basic operational shit down here.
Yep.
You slide up to the second level. Raphael slides to the second level. He just kind of takes a quick look around. He's like, I don't know what you want to do about that, if anything.
Turn it off.
Okay. He'll log in. He's like, I got it, but we're going to have to handle that imp because he's just going to do what we're going to do.
Do you want to kill it? We can.
We're going to need to res it. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Cool. So he's got access to that. He'll take a net action to do zap. And I'm assuming you're going to take a net action to do zap as well.
I will also, yes.
All right. So
Emperor Palpatine is in.
you will roll your interface. He will roll. It will roll its defense, which is just 1d10. Well, let me roll zap here for him as well. You got a 10. He's got a 15.
Raphael's got some good shit.
8. All right, you both blast. This poor little fucking imp is just
Have no sympathy. It's an imp.
doing my job. Don't mind me.
Bang!
And you do 1d6 directly to the program. So you'll roll 1d6 and he'll roll 1d6.
Ray, I get to do this for the first time ever. But, bang, fuck, I'm dead.
No, there's an armored one a couple floors up.
Oh, bang, fuck, I'm dead.
You guys do 9 damage to this poor little fucker. It is nearly dead. Like, it's hanging on. Like, you guys are blasting with digitized, like, attacks, and you see parts of it are just kind of crumbling and just fading into nothingness. It's still around, and it turns to you, and you can see it start to gather and hum with electrical energy, like it's going to zap you back. But you guys do get 2 net actions, so you can do another one to hit him again. I know that he will.
Don't forget about the other netrunner that's here because of Nico's shit.
Oh, no, we'll get there. All right,
Okay.
so it rolled a 6 in defense. You guys both blasted. It's only got 3 left. Z
we
takes
kill
care
it.
of it.
We
You
kill it down
annihilate
here.
it.
Z crits, so
Z destroys the imp that's controlling this. Now,
Apparently, I got mad at the imp.
Since Raphael's already connected to the control node, he just basically sends a command, and all the lights in the floor level go out. Just leaves the entire like lobby and the ground floor in complete darkness. But you hear him chuckle next to you as he's kind of like crouched down, like by one of the couches in his office. He's like, "Hey, you got vending machines here. They got those Choco Tacos. Anybody hungry?"
I take one.
1 second. And he'll spend an action, and you'll just hear this like from down the hall. Dunk, 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 dunk.
We'll grab them on the way out.
Hey, Jared, and you'll see him kind of lift his goggles up a second. You want to go get those? Jared looks at him and goes, "Fuck you, Mom. Do your job." All right. Just trying to have fun. Shit. And he puts his goggles back down. All right. So we get the
Welcome
next
to
round.
Working with net runners. This is terrible. Z will actually flip up her goggles and go, "Sorry, we'll grab them on the way out. You're welcome to one." Like,
The voodoo boy just checks his rifle and just keeps watching the door. So
this is what happens when two net runners get together.
you get to the next floor, you can see, and that's got another password block on it.
Really? Does it? Let's see. I don't think it does.
You slide through. You get into that level. You see Raphael comes in behind you, and you see another control node and another imp that kind of looks over and sees you two, the small little being just kind of working controls on the node.
Should probably take that too. Not sure what it does. We should take that.
We killing that fucker too?
Sure, why not?
All right. You'll see him start to hum and just poof. This poor little imp. All right. 1d6 for both of you.
Aw.
Oh. Second net actions.
You know what I'm doing. I don't have to say it.
Oh, Raphael can use a die. 'Cause that's bullshit.
Okay.
I don't disagree.
Oh,
He
Raphael
could use another one.
because that's bullshit.
I'm not the one
Okay,
using them
there
up
we
this
go.
time.
Holy shit.
It's
that was
Raphael,
rough.
not me.
Right.
I feel less bad.
Wow. That was a real bad crit fail, that second one.
Bzz.
Yeah, it does not make it.
Bye-bye.
So that's
Okay,
10,
The fuck is this node?
and that's 14. This thing is still alive, and you'll see it turn towards you and raise its finger and go to zap Z because you just did the most damage. So
Alright.
roll your interface. That's going to be your defense.
Please roll less than me. Thank you for rolling less than me.
The electricity arcs through the net architecture and just blasts wide of you. And you hear that digital sizzle as it passes by your avatar.
Influency.
Now, I need to make a perception roll for something on site. Because it survived. Didn't survive last time. It's going to be a difficulty 13.
Shit's about to get ugly.
Cool.
Yep, there's your corpo net runner.
All right, so the attack of the imp and it not getting de-res in the same net round has alerted the net runner in the system. Do you want to use that second card from Nico? Or Nico's
For a distraction?
the Nico's net runner distraction card.
Yes.
Okay. You guys will feel or be aware of another presence in the architecture as you guys deal with this imp and take it out the top of this round because it's only got one, res point left. You guys will definitely handle it and dismantle it into its components, coding parts, and you'll grab that control node. As that happens, another avatar shoots past you guys, taking advantage of the unlocks you guys have already done. It's like somebody was swooping by, saw that shit, was like, oh, fink, and flies in, and you can hear the alert klaxons in the distance, tracking that person down, going away from you guys. So this netrunner will now be occupied for this entire run with that other runner.
Run, rabbit, run.
Go with Gaia, my friend.
Now
Shoot.
let's see if Raphael can take over that control node. He does. And as he latches onto it, and you see him kind of like a electronic visor goes over his avatar. He's looking at it. You see his fingers move a bit as he's messing with his cyber deck. He's like, holy shit. There's like one of those killer air swarm drone things on the lobby level.
Cool. Good
Yeah.
thing we got this.
I think the EMP probably saved our asses, by the way.
Yeah, quite
Um,
possibly.
I'm erasing all the security footage
Yeah, please do. And if you feel like sending those killer drones after somebody who's not us, that'd be great.
Bring me the drones.
Or bring it to Polly, as the case may be.
It's a part of the structure. Like there's an entire like habitat for them in the building.
Can we find that on the network?
It's not something that you can just pick up and move. And you'll see him kind of look around. I do have another security guard on the first floor that hasn't made it back to the lobby yet. Do you want me to take care of him?
Sure.
Sorry, buddy. I think you're done now. These things are like flying razors of death, really, when you think about it. And they just swarm out of the vents and the lobby level and just rip this guy to ribbons and then fly back in. Well, that's done.
Shit, I need to get those for the fucking SFS cave.
They're expensive,
It's
man.
literally what Z says as they're doing they are doing their thing.
Yeah, he's like, those are expensive, man, but they're worth it.
I'll find a way. If you can get your hands on them, like, we can talk.
You see him look around. He's like, hey, we got another password up ahead. You want to handle it? Or you want me to do it?
I don't know. Want to rock, paper, scissors for it?
I got it.
All right. If you don't got it, I got it.
So things seem to be going pretty well for them right now in the net run, but that's clearly not going to last. They are hitting Arasaka after all. Even though it's not an official massive branch of the company, it's still going to be dangerous as they get further into the net architecture. So come around next episode and see what goes down and what kind of ice they run into.